Hey guys. All right. I ain't had time to do a part two, but I feel like we need to. We need to right now. So we're gonna tag and our special guest. Hello. Okay. I ain't had time for part two, but we can't end it like that.
We don't have to do the full hour.
Okay. Yeah.
I just like he's good. He's good. He needs a show. I was over here like, okay.
Rather than Kevin Samuels, right? Like
Yes.
that's shit
And
that people need to hear.
literally, like, I'd buy his book. I would buy his book.
Yeah. I'm waiting for him to come back on now. But yeah, that's some real mature life decision making. I feel like a lot of people don't have the ability to make, or they're not.
Yeah, and it's sad. It's sad because it's like, even if you weren't raised with that mind state, at what point in your life do you decide to educate yourself and become that better person and become that more mature person?
I see his request, but it's not allowed. Why is okay? I'm accepting. Okay, cool. I'm like, I see your request. I'm coming up. All right, cool. Lo, I don't know why I waved at you.
I was like, girl, I'm here.
I'm like going down the line. I'm sorry. I'm waving at everybody. But yeah. So we just hop back on just to like end and finish tonight's conversation because we couldn't just end it there.
Yeah. So what was the last thing that you were saying? We didn't get to Instagram is just annoying with the hour thing.
Hour shit.
I forget, honestly. That should be running through my mind so fast. I be trying to keep up sometimes. But what was I saying? I forget, man. I forget the question.
We were talking about how girls can't, like, if he's offering you one thing. You said that's what it is. You said you would never offer anybody the world.
Okay, now I'm back. Yeah. Like I said, I would never offer a woman the world. I wouldn't do no dumb shit like that. Cause it's dumb. You feel what I'm saying? And also, like, nigga, look at the bar you setting, dickhead. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you would have been good. You would have been good doing the best you could, or you would have been good just being straight up. Like, and not only that, with so many niggas out here living a life that they think other niggas want them to live versus to live the life that they're supposed to be living, you would be doing so much well for your woman if you just gave upfront and upright visual representation of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You wouldn't need to go above and beyond, nigga. You wouldn't need the moon and the stars.
Right. You
feel me? Right. All you would need is just yourself keeping it consistent and keeping it thorough. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's really all you need to win in today's climate, because there's so many motherfuckers that's out here asking the next nigga, who should I be? Mm-hmm. That if you learn, you know what I'm saying, learn who it is that you're supposed to be, and then start actually walking in that path, to women, you're going to be attracted.
Yeah.
Even if you seem different at first. It's going to get to the point where you start becoming attractive just because you seem different. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, so if you actually have a testimony, you know, after a woman finds you attractive or finds you interesting, if you actually have a testimony for her, you know what I'm saying? If you got a little testimony and shit, you got some good character, you have a sufficient level of follow through, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, you know how to emotionally support parents, you know what I'm saying? And then you can top all that shit off with some dick for a bitch, please. You're gonna be in your own category.
Period.
You know, and that's the type of shit, like, I'm a spiritual nigga, so I don't be out here promising women all types of heavy financial shit, because I think that ends up corroding relationships and corroding mindsets. So I'm the type of nigga, like, anytime I go out with a woman, I spend. Anytime. Because I invited you out. You feel what I'm saying? I'm old school in that sense. That being said, I'm not the nigga that's gonna pay your rent for you. because I believe in self-sufficiency. And I say all that to say this. I know a lot of cats that's out here spending wild fucking bread just to be in the same type of toxic situation. Like certain things, you thinking that you doing something in order for you to get ahead, a lot of the time that leaves your motherfucking ass behind because you're not doing the things that you should be doing in order to get ahead. Because like you don't have to pay a woman's rent in order for her to be a woman to you, because that's not what a woman inherently looks for. You feel what I'm saying? We've been socially programmed to think that a woman inherently looks for that, because that comes in the form of a provider, breadwinner type of situation. But the fact of the matter is, we come from a matriarchal system back in fucking Africa and shit, you know what I'm saying, where it wasn't about money. What it was about was the supply, it was about the family, and it was about the role that the man had in the family in conjunction to the role that the woman had in the family. You feel what I'm saying? So that's where the masculine doctrine and the feminine doctrine came in. So if you know how to actually put forth a masculine doctrine, you don't need dollars to do that. You feel what I'm saying? I've met men that raise their children as stay-at-home fathers and get nothing but respect from their women that go out and get it. That go out and get it because of the type of understanding and that type of energy that's shared between the two of them. You feel what I'm saying? Now, everybody's different, and every relationship should be defined by those that are in it. So of course, some people like what they like and shit, but you should never go into something thinking that you have to be this person as opposed to that person in order to make it work. You feel what I'm saying? I guess that's the main idea of what I'm saying.
So can I ask you a question? Did you always kind of have this mature mind state, or is it something that kind of came over time? Did it come from an experience?
I would put it to you like this. I was always mature in the ways that I was mature, and then other ways were lacking. Like, we're always going to be, one of the biggest things I can tell people is that you're always going to be ignorant. Always. Like, that's the process. That's life. We're always going to be ignorant to things. We're always going to be, we're always going to, it's so much to learn, and there's always maturity to gain and shit. So, no. So the answer is no, I wasn't always mature in this way when it came to how it is I dealt with women. Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, I had some real, some real life-changing shit blow up in my face in order for me to sit down and question where shit went wrong, how shit went wrong, and to recognize the fact that I never wanted shit to go wrong like that again. So what was it that I was willing to confront about myself? What was it that I was willing to challenge myself to be greater than? And what was it, and how was it that I was going to maintain a level of consistency to ensure that I wouldn't be out here beating my head against the same wall that I see all my niggas beating their head against, and I see a lot of women, throwing themselves at. So, because we all gonna hear the stories. We all gonna know people that are going through it. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, you gotta realize, like, yo, what is it that I can do on the personal level to make sure that I'm not the nigga always complaining, and I'm not the nigga that's always raging, and I'm not the nigga that's always sad and depressed behind this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because this is grown people business. So it can really leave you scarred. It can really leave you jaded. You know what I mean? So much so. So that
you need to do like a TED Talk. You literally, you need to do like a TED Talk, because of the gems and the knowledge that you dropped here literally needs to be widespread.
Are you still rapping?
Yeah, I just dropped the project like 20 days ago.
Oh, well, plug it in so we could. What is it called?
Yeah,
I got look your profile.
Yeah, that shit's lit. It's called Uptown Legendary. It's a mixtape.
Uptown Legendary. Where can we find it?
It's on I have a link. I'm linked it to my SoundCloud. So, it's in my SoundCloud and shit, because it's a mixtape as opposed to an album type of shit. I wanted to do some underground shit this time, as opposed to the album I did beforehand. So.
Okay.
Got it. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely.
This was a great conversation.
Yeah.
And like I said, really looking for doing a TED Talk for these men in America, please. Please, they need it. Yeah, they need guidance.
Nah, it was cool. It started off as a question. That shit ended up as a whole goddamn
book.
Yeah, a whole goddamn event.
No, like we appreciate. Listen, join
Yeah.
us whenever.
Yeah.
We
No, no
really
doubt.
appreciate good conversations like this, and like I know we both appreciate conversations where we can take gems from as well.
Absolutely.
So
True.
it's
And
definitely a good
it's
conversation.
beautiful where a man can come on and give their viewpoint because all they're getting is what we feel, what we think, right? But we
Mm-hmm.
walk in the man's shoes, like we don't know how men feeling or what y'all think, whatever. So it's awesome, like where viewers and the audience get both sides, you know. So I think that's really dope. I really appreciate it a lot.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, are we
All
going to wrap it up here?
right. Yes, Lo, do you have any more questions or are we
I
good?
don't have anything. We don't have a topic for next week. I know we said we were going to try to work on that,
We
but we
never.
will drop that soon. And
Yeah,
these episodes go up on Instagram and then they also go up on YouTube.
me
So
too.
check us out there, subscribe, and thanks for joining us tonight, guys.
Have a good
Y'all
night.
ladies have a good night.
You
Good
too.
night.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much.
Bye.
Absolutely.